All right, Larry Krueger here from the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er video, as today we come to you from Santa Clara in our KMBR studios for the Pig and a Pickle Krug Show with a little 49er Friday update, as we update you on everything that happened down here in Santa Clara on a Friday. Niners getting ready to take off for the night and get ready for Sunday Night Football. Niners will be off on Saturday, and then Sunday Night Football, the Bears roll in. Game of the year, the 11-4 Niners, the 11-4 Bears. Niners are a 3-point favorite. 49ers lead the all-time series 36-33 and 1 tie. All right, let's talk a little bit about some of the stuff going on around the Niners today. John Lynch was on this morning on KMBR. He vowed to try to retain Robert Saleh. He says we can make it very attractive for him to stay. And I'm glad to hear that, man. There is no cap on what you pay assistant coaches. So if you can pay Robert Saleh to stay a few extra bucks and he stays, great. So that was music to my ears. He also said that Fred Warner is working his way back, and it's possible that he may have a return in the playoffs, which would give this team a huge shot in the arm. He also said that George Kittle is going to be a game-time decision. It's not it's not a high ankle sprain. It's a low to mid ankle sprain. But he didn't practice Wednesday, didn't practice Thursday, and did not practice again today. My guess is he doesn't go. They'll probably take the long-range view, but it's a huge game, and maybe he'll. I don't know. Maybe he'll get out there. I mean, it will be interesting to see if he can get out there and withstand the pain. He has not practiced all week. There's very few guys who couldn't practice all week and still play. Kittle is definitely one of them. We should tell you, check out Pig and a Pickle, 2 locations, Emeryville, Corte Madera, 3rd on the way in Petaluma, coming in 2026. Thanks to Pig and a Pickle for being the title sponsor of the Krug Show. Couple other notes. Today, George Kittle, once again, as I said, did not practice. Ricky Pearsall did practice. Pearsall's likely going to go. Pearsall, I would say, is going to go in this game. So this is a big game for Chicago as well. Chicago can clinch the NFC North with a win against the Niners or a Green Bay loss against Baltimore. Green Bay is going to start Malik Willis at quarterback in that game against the Ravens. So, we'll see that. That's going to be interesting to see if Malik Willis can beat the Baltimore Ravens. Rome Odunze, the star wide receiver for the Bears, is out with a foot injury. But the Bears, have DJ Moore, who had 97 yards receiving last week. He's had 3 touchdowns in the past 3 games. He's got 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games. DJ Moore is good, borderline great, and he makes a lot of money. And he's been good in the NFL for a number of years. So the cupboard is not bare there. The Niners will be wearing their 1994 throwbacks. I think that's kind of cool. We saw the other day, that Purdy gave all the Niner offensive linemen Rolexes for Christmas, which is a really nice gesture. Shanahan, by the way, is 3-2 against the Bears as a head coach. Chicago, though, is 2-1 all time here at Levi's. So we'll see. Something's got to give in this game. We should tell you these 49er practice reports all season long are brought to you by Plank Oakland. They've got their 50,000 square foot entertainment eatery at Jack London Square. It's a cool spot. They just opened the Hub, a brand new sports viewing spot, 70 TVs, 30-foot media wall. They've got a beer garden that's 15,000 square feet that have 49 different beers on tap. Bowling, bocce, arcade games. If you're a Krug Show fan, just say so, and you'll get 15% off bowling, games, food, and non-alcoholic drinks throughout the end of the year. Thanks to plankoakland.com. We should tell them plankoakland.com. That's the place to go. Check it out for yourself. Whether you want to host your holiday party or a party throughout the year for your friends, your family, your team at work, it's an awesome spot. plankoakland.com. That's plankoakland.com. All right, couple other notes. Just looking at the statistical profile of these two teams, the Bears have the number 2 rushing attack in pro football. They run the ball really, really well. Kyle Monangai, DeAndre Swift, their 2-headed monster. They got a really good interior offensive line. They run the ball really well. The Niners, though, have been, and if you look at the Bears, they've rushed for at least 138 yards or more in 7 of the last 8 games. So they're running the ball, and they're running it every single week. Now, the Niner run defense on paper looks really bad, but if you look closer at the numbers, the Niners surprisingly have the 3rd best run defense in the NFL since Week 11. They've allowed 87.4 rushing yards per game. This is the same run defense that held Jonathan Taylor last week to 46 yards. So, and like under 3 yards a carry, I believe, for much of that game. So, that's a big one. Can the 49ers stop Chicago's rushing attack? If Chicago can run up and down the field on the 49ers, it might be a long game. That is a major key for sure. To me, the major key statistically for the 49ers is the Niners' pass defense is 23rd in the NFL. And can they put enough pressure on Caleb Williams to bother him, to make him throw earlier than he wants to throw? And really the big question I have is, can the 49er linebackers cover down the field? They may have to. The other big thing in this game is, can the 49ers take care of the ball? The Bears take the ball away. They're number one in the NFL in turnover differential. The Bears are plus 21 in turnover margin. It's second best, I should say, for any team through 15 games in the past 13 seasons. Only the 2019 Patriots, who were plus 22 through 15 games, had a better turnover margin. So the Bears have 21 interceptions. Nashawn Wright's got 5 by himself. Kevin Byard has 6. Those guys combined have 11. So Brock Purdy's got to take care of the ball. Now, the good news is Brock Purdy's playing well. He leads the NFL with a 130 passer rating on third downs. That is the money down. That is the quarterback down, is third down. What you do on third down usually defines what you are as a quarterback. So Brock Purdy's playing really, really well. He's playing really well on third down. This has been kind of a magic carpet ride for Chicago. They've won 6 games this year when they've been trailing in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Think about that. They're the first team in NFL history to have won 6 games where they've trailed in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. I mean, to say it's a magical season doesn't even speak to it. The big key in this game could be the Niners' ability to stop Colston Loveland. He's had at least 3 receptions now in 10 straight games. Niners at times have struggled to defend the tight end. One area that I think is kind of interesting, I mentioned to Kyle Shanahan today, is that Chicago has not allowed an opening drive score in 7 straight games. They've given up an NFL low 10 points on opening drives this season. They're really, really good on opening drives. The Niners, with Purdy at quarterback, have 5 touchdowns and 1 field goal in 7 opening drives with Purdy at QB. So that's going to be something right when this game gets rolling, when the Niners take the ball offensively. If the Niners drive down and score, that'll be a great sign for the Niners. If the Bears stop them on that first drive, that's what the Bears have done to almost all the other teams. So something to look for sure. For the Niners, they have now clinched their 4th playoff appearance in the last 5 seasons with their win last week against the Colts. 49ers are now 4-0 in primetime. So this game's in primetime, possibly next week's in primetime as well. Who has been money for the Niners? Juwan Jennings. He's got 7 touchdowns since week 9 for Juwan Jennings. 7. That is awesome. And maybe the stat of stats, the 49ers rank 2nd in the NFL on third down conversion percentage. They're converting 50% of their third downs into firsts. Brock Purdy, once again, doing it on third down. And that's been a huge key for the 49ers this year. We mentioned Rome Odunze is not going to play with the foot injury. Tom Pelissaro reporting that today. Tatum Bethune's a full go. Sam O's a full go. We'll see on Sunday about Pearsall and Gross Matos. But Renardo Green is out. So he's got the neck injury. He was limited this week at practice, and he's not going to go. So it'll be more Darrell Luter at corner. We mentioned this before, but if the 49ers right now have a 32% chance of winning the number 1 seed. If they win, they have a 53% chance. They beat the Bears. And if they lose to the Bears, they have a 1% chance. So very little chance at all if they don't win this game against Chicago. All right, we should tell you also that 49er football season, all season long on The Krug Show, is presented by Sleeper, the fastest growing fantasy platform in the world. It's a one-stop shop. You get blazing fast news, real-time stats, group chat, season-long leagues, and of course, Sleeper picks for daily fantasy. Use promo code Larry and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Links in the description. Terms and conditions do apply. All right, that is going to do it for this video. Thanks to all of you guys for supporting the Krug Show. Go Niners. Big one on Sunday night. Gotta have it. We'll talk more about it. I won't make a prediction yet, but that is the game of the year, and I cannot wait. Niners and Bears on Sunday Night Football, and we've got a Friday night sleep and 2 more nights of rest, and then bring on Bears, Niners here at Levi's. Sunday is going to be lit. Peace.